everybody, so I've been pulling some of that wild amaranth out of my bean patch to harvest it, to get it washed and ready to process. Now this container is super deceptive, just looking at it like this, because I mean, as you can see, it's actually huge, okay? It's super huge. But this is about as much as I wanted to fill it. I only got through a small part of my bean patch. And it was a part that was already weeded pretty heavily. I'd pulled out hundreds of these already. I just didn't want to pull all of them out and weed all of them before harvesting some of them to set back. I've tried to think of what I'm going to do with these. Am I going to saute them and freeze them, etc., etc.? But I think I'm actually going to be lacto fermenting all of these. And then if I have another harvest later, I may dry some for soup, etc., etc. But I'm just going to be separating them out because some of these are a little bit more fibrous, and I don't know, I haven't really decided how I'm going to do it yet, but even these roots, I'm going to be washing them out really, really well, and those are going to be getting lacto fermented as well. You know, different parts of plants have different nutritional profiles, and some of the things that I pulled out are really quite like small, tender, very nutritionally dense little plants, but you can see the weeds were so dense they got a little leggy. But some of these are just going to be, I don't know, I have to eat some different parts and see how fibrous they are, and then before I decide how to process this, because even these little seed pods, I've been eating some of these immature seed pods to see how fibrous and kind of edible and palatable they are, and I think I may just ferment those in with everything. So we'll see how it goes, but I have a whole bunch more of these to pick. And then again, if I get to a point where I feel like I've got enough of these as kimchi, then I'll do something else. I started off picking a little bit of the lamb's quarter, quote unquote weeds that were in the bean patch as well, but frankly, I don't think of those as being as good of a table green as these. So I left those. I could see them potentially making a really good kimchi with a lot of garlic, or being turned into like a broth paste with garlic and herbs and mushroom and stuff like that, with a kind of adding a little bit of a nutritional boost. But I'm just not feeling it, and I have them all over the place. Whereas these wild amaranth, I don't necessarily have tons of all over the place. Now, once my flock gets going, if I have more of these coming up, I'll be able to pull those, chop them up, and try to get my ducks and my geese to eat them. So we'll see how it goes. I'm sure rabbits, if I had my rabbits, I'm sure they would love to eat these. And I'm not going to be letting my rabbits run around in my bean patch. But, I could easily pull some of these and feed those to them, and it would have cost me nothing. Because, again, I did not plant these. I did not buy seed for these. They just sprouted up in my azuki bean patch. So anyways, take it easy, y'all.